Hey, WWE YouTube Nation, I hope you are all having a great Monday. I hope you all had a great and awesome but safe weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Stranger Things of Monday Night Raw, because we have a lot to talk about, guys. Even though tonight's Raw technically was not the 1 year anniversary. I'll explain that in a minute, guys. It just, I was excited for tonight's Raw with 3 championship matches, and out of 3 titles tonight, we had 2 new champions crowned. So that's why I have 2 belts on my shoulder. But anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel of the Ryan Knipe WWE Report right here on YouTube. All right, guys, so I'm going to actually do this episode a little bit backwards, because it was a Stranger Things edition of Monday Night Raw tonight. So we're going to talk about the main event first. All right, so the main event, the badass, yes, excuse my language, the unpredictable badass from the Vision, Braun Breaker, getting the opportunity of a lifetime at the World Heavyweight Championship tonight in Brooklyn, guys. And would he be facing none other than the World Heavyweight Champion and the Second City Saint, CM Punk. Now, over the WWE Holiday Tour, I was able to look very closely at how confident Braun Breaker was. And I will be very honest with you. All right, Braun Breaker, over this past WWE Holiday Tour, was extremely confident that he would become the new World Heavyweight Champion tonight on Monday Night Raw. And I really want to talk about this match first, not only because it was the main event of Raw, but it was the biggest match in Braun Breaker's career, okay? Let me remind you, Braun Breaker has never had a World Heavyweight Championship match since he has been on the main roster, okay? So, very big opportunity tonight. Paul Heyman and the Vision are saying that he is the future of WWE. He is possibly the next World Heavyweight Champion, but it's just like last week. Braun Breaker said he would die for this championship. That is like how hungry he wanted to be to become the new World Heavyweight Champion on Raw tonight. But there is only one problem with that, and that is the current World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk, a guy that beat one half of the new World Tag Team Champions main event, Jey Uso, at Saturday night's main event to become the new World Heavyweight Champion, guys. And you know what he always said? CM Punk said he is going to be a fighting champion. He is going to take on all comers for the World Heavyweight Championship. But really, what caught my attention, and I said this in last Monday's episode, CM Punk told Braun Breaker that you will be, without a doubt, a future World Heavyweight Champion, but you're not going to be the one to take this title off my waist or off my shoulder. He's like, someday somebody will take this away from me, but it's not going to be you. Remember that on Raw last week. And the one thing I've been saying constantly is that is exactly going to be put to the test tonight. And you know what? What better way to have a World Heavyweight Championship match than in Brooklyn? You know, if you're going to talk about having a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, you got to have it in a fighting city like Brooklyn, New York. And I got to be honest with you guys, I had to turn this down, okay? So, number one, I thought, Bron Breakker would be able to hit a spear on CM Punk. Everybody was saying it would take one spear and Bron Breakker would be the new World Heavyweight Champion. All right, and possibly the beginning of the Bron Breakker era. Bron Breakker attempted a spear on multiple occasions on CM Punk, but what was really surprising to me is he did not hit a successful spear on the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. And in a matter of fact, guys, Bron Breakker attempted the spear at least 3 times during the matchup and never, ever even hit him successfully. Now, he did put CM Punk through the announce table, and he did hit a gut buster, and but he never hit the spear successfully on CM Punk. And that was what was really shocking to me. I thought Bron Breakker was going to at least hit one successful spear on CM Punk. That did not happen in the match. Now, CM Punk, I will say this. The very first GTS CM Punk hit on Bron Breakker kicked out. And you know what, guys? I will be very honest with you. CM Punk came this close at least 2 times in the match to getting speared, ran over by Bron Breakker. But you know what? Speaking of 2 championship title changes on Raw tonight, it only took 2 GTSs on Bron Breakker. And ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is still your World Heavyweight Champion. And guys, that was the main event of tonight's Raw, guys. And I remember, guys, last year, the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix, CM Punk went into the main event of that against Seth Rollins, and he beat Seth Rollins. So that makes CM Punk 2-0 on the very first Raw of a year on Netflix. How that is a cool stat. The first 2 episodes of Raw. Well, last year, first episode of Raw on Netflix, CM Punk beat Seth freaking Rollins in the main event. And tonight, the very first Raw of a 2026 and a new year, CM Punk wins again, but this time he retains the World Heavyweight Championship. So, you know what? Congratulations to CM Punk, guys. I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10 what you guys thought of that match. Without a doubt, I want to know. But you know what, guys? Since it was a Stranger Things of Raw, I thought we would go backwards and start with the main event, possibly the biggest title match of the night, guys. And for any of you Bron Breakker fans, guys, I will say this. I will take nothing away from Bron Breakker. Okay, he took CM Punk to his limit, and you know what? Every member of the Vision got involved as well, but also the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, he had some backup, and that backup was from WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Rey Fenix, guys. And I think if it weren't for those 3 men, we quite possibly could be having a new World Heavyweight Champion. But there you go, guys. CM Punk successfully retains the World Heavyweight Championship on the first Raw of 2026. And I want to know from you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think of that match? All right, guys, so we're going to go from now the main event to the opening match of Raw. And it was for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. The challengers, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, challenging Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors, guys. Now, what made this match interesting, guys, is Io Sky. Io Sky was friends with Kairi Sane and Asuka. She was a member of the Kabuki Warriors, guys, and without a doubt, guys, I think what they call the team is Rio. I love that name. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, Rio. But I don't know if you guys heard what Rhea Ripley said during this match. She was trying to do a move in the ring, and I forgot if it was on Kairi Sane or Asuka, and she got caught doing it. And before she got suplexed, I think since it was a suplex, it was by Asuka. Rhea Ripley, before getting suplexed by Asuka, she said, "Oh shit," before she got suplexed. Gotta be honest with you, I kind of had to laugh at that, guys. But anywho, guys, I'll be very honest with you. I want to just say this, guys. I called my shot. I predicted Rio would become new Women's Tag Team Champions, and that's exactly what happened, guys. Opening match of the night, and we have new Women's Tag Team Champions, guys. For the second time in her career, Rhea Ripley is tag champs. She was her first time being the Women's Tag Team Champions. It was with Liv Morgan, who is now with the Judgment Day. But for Io Sky, it is the first time she is a WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Guys, back-to-back weeks of Raw, we crowned new Tag Team Champions. So congratulations to the team of Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Rio, guys. You could see El Campeon, Damian Priest, in Philadelphia, celebrating that his territory, Rhea Ripley, who had his back this past Friday on SmackDown against Aleister Black in a brutal ambulance match, guys, is now one half of the new Women's Tag Team Champions, guys. And I got to be honest with you, that was a really, really good match, guys. You could see the great teamwork by Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Rio, without a doubt, guys. I mean, I just like the teamwork, guys. It kind of looked like right from the get-go that Rio and the team of Rio, they showed up because they were not going to walk out losers tonight. So, you know what, guys? Sometimes when you win a championship in wrestling, yet alone the WWE, you get really, really cocky. I think that's kind of what the Kabuki Warriors have been doing, and they lose. But what a way to kick off Raw, guys. And Stranger Things edition of Monday Night Raw. But you know what? I kind of found that funny when Rhea Ripley was about to get suplexed by Asuka in the middle of the ring, and Rhea Ripley just, oh shit. I died laughing, guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys kind of caught that, but, AKA Mommy, we can definitely hear you and read lips, guys. But what a matchup to kick off the first Raw of a new year, guys. And what a way, back-to-back Monday Night Raws. We have new Tag Team Champions. All right, guys, we're going to just talk about the third championship match of the night for the women's IC title. It was the Becky Lynch, the paranoid Becky Lynch, challenging Maxine Dupri, who was just recently married. So congratulations to Maxine Dupri on that. But you know what, guys? I'll be very honest with you. I said this, was it yesterday's episode? I said it, Jessica Carter. I said we got to pay attention to the match because Jessica Carter may be the referee. That was not the case. And I'll be very honest with you guys. I felt like Maxine Dupri actually dominated the majority of that match. She really got the ankle locked in on Becky, on the Becky Lynch, and without a doubt, guys, there were moments during that match I thought Becky Lynch was going to tap out. And the last time I saw Becky Lynch tap out in a match was in the main event of WrestlePalooza. She tapped out to none other than AJ Lee. And, you know, we could talk about AJ Lee at another point, guys. But, you know what? So I think it was at least 4 times during the matchup, Maxine Dupri was able to reverse it and get Becky Lynch in the ankle lock, guys. And you know what? I thought at least the first time Becky Lynch was not going to tap out. But you know what, guys? Despite 4 times of getting the ankle lock locked in, guys, I don't know. I will say this. I think Becky Lynch escaped with the title, guys. She was able to roll up Maxine Dupri, but she put her hand on the rope where the referee could not see it, guys. And that's how the Becky Lynch became the new women's IC champion. And I also did say this about the Becky Lynch. If she lost tonight, it would be a bad day for literally everybody in the WWE. Yes, you know, Becky Lynch did cheat. I fully agree. But as WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler once said, it's not cheating if you don't get caught. But I still think, you know, Becky Lynch cheated to win that title, guys. And I have a feeling in my gut that this rivalry between Maxine Dupri and the new women's IC champion, the Becky Lynch, is not over. And you know what? For Maxine Dupri, it is only her second loss against Becky Lynch in a one-on-one matchup. And, you know, Maxine Dupri, she looked heartbroken, you know. And I really think that entering this match, Maxine Dupri expected to walk out, guys. And it's kind of like the ring awareness or the veteran awareness of the Becky Lynch that, in a way, kept her as to get the title. But, yeah, I could definitely see after the match the heartbreak that Maxine Dupri had, just because she worked so hard to get that championship. And it was just a really, really tough blow tonight, guys. But, yeah, guys, those were our 3 championship matches. Again, 2 out of 3 changed hands, guys. Surprisingly, the 2 title matches that changed hands tonight on Raw were out of the women's division. And 3 out of the 4 matches on Raw tonight were out of the women's division. Again, the only match tonight that was out of the men's division was none other the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And if you want to, like, you're probably going to wonder, like, well, does that, what, like, so what? I think that is good that we had 3 out of 4 out of the women's division. It says a lot about the women's division. Number one, I mean, even though the main event was the only men's match for the World Heavyweight Championship, I fully agree that the women's division is just getting bigger and better every time, guys. So, but you know what, guys? I will fully say I liked Monday Night Raw tonight, and I actually was a little worried about CM Punk. I thought Braun Breaker was going to walk out the new World Heavyweight Champion, and like I said, guys, I will take nothing away from Braun Breaker. It's like it's like the, Austin Theory. You got to put respect on his name. So, but Braun Breaker has got to be devastated, guys, and in a way ticked off. A guy that what he says when the dogs are barking, guys. You know what? I will say this. Braun Breaker, he dominated the majority of the matchup, but CM Punk survived. CM Punk, found a way. And you know what? Maybe Braun Breaker will have a little bit more respect for CM Punk. And CM Punk, he also proved that he is the best in the world. And you know what? I wonder what WWE Hall of Famer, the Oracle Paul Heyman, is going to think, yet alone Braun Breaker, guys, and the Vision. Because, the Vision, they went to plan A and B, and they did not expect something on plan B. And, it was like CM Punk beat the Vision at its game. I always say when there's a member of the Vision having a match, it's not going to be a fair matchup. But I will say, despite the one-on-one match between Braun Breaker and CM Punk, Braun Breaker definitely dominated the majority of that matchup. And so, you know what? Someday Braun Breaker will be a World Heavyweight Champion, guys. And, I mean, we're a few weeks away from the Royal Rumble, the road to WrestleMania, guys. So, maybe that's where Braun Breaker needs to put, his foot forward at. All right, guys, before I end the episode, guys, we'll talk about some more stuff about 2 nights Raw tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the 1-year anniversary of Raw on Netflix. As I don't like saying that WWE was wrong when they said that tonight, but technically tomorrow, because it was January 6th of 2025, was the first episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. So technically, the 1-year anniversary is tomorrow. But obviously, guys, there were a lot of people that were predicted or projected to show up tonight that really didn't. We can get into all of that tomorrow, guys. But I would like to know what you guys thought of Raw tonight. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section, guys. And again, guys, congratulations to our new Women's Tag Team Champions, the team of Rio, and then our new Women's IC Champion, the Mon Becky Lynch, guys. Maybe Sports Illustrated is right about Becky Lynch. I don't know. But you know what, guys? I know that, Roman Reigns, AJ Lee, Chris Jericho, Brock Lesnar. I get it. But we can talk about that tomorrow, guys, in the episode. So have a great rest of your Monday night, guys. Kids, If you're not back in school and you're going back tomorrow, get some rest. And I'll see you all in our next episode.